Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here. Okay, alright, and in this video, like I told you guys at the end of my last video, I said that I was wanting to do something kind of interesting before I actually do make my retro reviews for like Bash at the Beach and SummerSlam, in honor of SummerSlam next weekend. So, yeah, so in this video, I am going to be doing that. And in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be counting down what I think the top 10 superhero movie themes are. Yeah. Because over the years, like with all the superhero movies that have been out, whether it's Marvel or DC, yeah, just throughout the years, like with all these superhero movies out, like a lot of them have had like some pretty catchy and memorable theme songs. So in this video, I'm just going to be counting down what I think the top 10 best are. Yeah. Of course, like before I actually do talk about this, like I want to address something real quick. Of course, yeah, of course, just a couple days ago, just this past Friday, Vince McMahon did announce his retirement from the WWE. Yeah, so yeah, just wow. I never did think that I would actually see this coming. Vince McMahon has now finally retired from ownership of WWE. So yeah, I am kind of shocked to hear that. Yeah, of course, like with all these allegations that Vince McMahon is facing right now, or he has he stepped away from like his duties as a chairman and CEO of the WWE. But now he has officially announced his retirement. Yeah. Like I said, I'm just like really like am just shocked to hear that he's now retired. I mean, Vince has owned the WWE for like what 40 years now. Yeah. Yeah, and I would probably think that a lot of people would say that this is long overdue, and I can't really argue with it. I mean, even I have even complained before about like how Vince should really just just step down and just retire. And yeah, now he finally is. So I'm surprised to hear that he is now retiring. Yeah. So what does this mean for WWE's future now? Of course, like Stephanie is like kind of like running the company as a co-CEO along with another guy, Nick Khan. Yeah. So I don't know if like Stephanie is like going to assume like total ownership of the company, or if like that's going to be handed over to somebody else. Like, will it be Triple H? I mean, will Shane actually come back? Will he get like some sort of ownership of the company, or like what this could really mean now? Yeah. And of course, like this past Friday, like at the start of SmackDown, Stephanie did have a little promo at the start of the show, like announcing Vince's retirement. Yeah, and just like with the whole "Thank you, Vince" stuff. So I'm not sure if like is Vince actually going to be making a final appearance at an actual WWE event to like actually give like a proper farewell? I mean, will it be like tomorrow night on Raw or even next weekend at SummerSlam? Like, will Vince McMahon actually make one final appearance at a WWE event to give like a proper farewell to the WWE fans? So I don't know, but this is just like really shocking to hear that Vince McMahon has now retired. Yeah, and I'm sure like this, of course, is related to like all the allegations that he's facing. I'm sure that probably like he was like probably forced into this. Yeah. But yeah, we'll just see like what does happen now with the WWE. Like, will it actually improve? Because yeah, of course, like they are like going back to a TV 14 rating. They did recently announce that. Yeah, so yeah, we'll just see like how WWE does change now with Vince like now retired from ownership. Yeah. But yeah, this was like I was really shocked to hear Vince retiring. Yeah. All right. All right, but anyway, okay. So let's get back to this. All right. So I'm going to be counting down the top 10 superhero movie themes, yeah. So first things first, I just want to acknowledge it real quick just to like me rank my rankings of like these theme songs, like they don't have anything to do with like the actual qualities of the film. Like this doesn't have anything to do with like what I think the best films are. Like I'm not like ranking these based on like how good like each of these films are. Like it's not based on like the quality of the films. This really is just like solely based on how good the themes are. Yeah, this is just solely based on like the quality of the theme songs, not the movies themselves. Yeah, yeah, and also like just this is also just gonna stick to like the actual themes of the movies. Like this is not like about like any other tracks that these movies do have. Like this isn't just like superhero movie tracks. This is like strictly for theme songs. So yeah, yeah. So I'm not really going to be talking about like other any like real big memorable tracks that are in like superhero movies. Like this is just strictly for the theme songs, and that's it, just themes. Yeah, and also like of course like that going back to what I was just saying about like the quality of the films themselves, like yeah, I also just wanted to mention that like I did say that like this is not based on the quality of the theme songs, yeah, and this list is going to contain like some theme songs of films that have been like known to be pretty bad, like yeah, well, like I do have like some like themes on this list that are from some superhero movies that really did not receive the most love that and they did kind of like receive an overall negative reception. So there are going to be some of that, but yeah, like I said, it's not based on the quality of the films. It's just for the theme songs themselves. All right. So I just want to make that clear real quick before we start. All right. All right, but anyway, okay. So these are my picks for what I think the top 10 best superhero movie theme songs are. All right. So let me just get started. All right. Oh, and also I should also mention that for each for like the songs I do have in this list, like I will be having a playlist down in the description of like all of the theme songs I do have in this countdown, and yeah, you can go to them and you can actually like listen to the tracks yourself if you want to listen to the tracks I do or the themes that I do have in this list. All right. But anyway, okay, so let me get started. All right. Kicking off the list, at number 10 is Michael Giacchino's Spider Man theme from the MCU Spider Man films. Yeah. So I have this one like the lowest on the list, mainly because like this is really like just a really memorable for like just like a certain piece in the theme. Like the entire theme really is not like really like all that memorable, but yeah, of course it does have the piece that like the really like the MCU Spidey films end on with like the yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like it was at the end of a Homecoming, and of course it was at the end of No Way Home. Like that piece of the theme, yeah. So of course like that's like a really great piece. I really do think that my favorite version of the theme is the one that was like used at the end of No Way Home when during his final swing. Yeah, I really do think that that is my favorite piece of it. Yeah, the rest of the theme I do have to admit like really isn't like all that memorable, but yeah, it is so good. It's just like really not memorable. It really is just like a known for like that like one piece that is like in the ending of the movies. Yeah, it really is just like a beautiful piece, especially like when you do like see him like in the final swing at the end of No Way Home. Just yeah, just seeing hearing like how like it does really have more of like a dramatic tone like when it's used like at the end of No Way Home. It does really kind of fit with like the position that he's in. Yeah, but yeah, just that piece is just like a really good piece, and yeah, and I do like it. Like I said, like if the rest of the theme was actually like if it was like more memorable, I probably would have it higher on the list, but really just because like it does like have just it is just has like that one piece in it that is used at like at the end of the films. Like I really that really is like why it is lowest on the list. But yeah, at least like just that piece like it is really good, and it really does like say this theme from admission from the list. Yeah, but yeah, that piece is just yeah, it is just really good, and I really do like it. All right, so at number 10 is the Michael Giacchino's theme from the MCU Spider-Man films. All right. At number 9 is Danny Elfman's Hulk theme from the 2003 Hulk movie. So this is like what I was talking about. How like there are like themes from some like films on the list. Well, some yeah, there are some themes on this list from films that really were not the best well received, and yeah, this is one of them. But yeah, like I said, this really isn't about like the quality of the films; it's just about the theme songs. Yeah, and I actually really do like the theme song in this movie. Like it is actually pretty good. Like this really does seem to be a mix of like some other tracks that Danny Elfman has done. Like it really does kind of like have like a very like a kind of a dark, mysterious, intense tone throughout it. Like it kind of does seem like to be a mix of sort of like the some other themes Danny Elfman has done. Like I am kind of like hearing stuff like his Batman theme and Men in Black theme, and yeah, some other stuff throughout it. So it really does kind of like seem to be a mix of like some other like themes that Danny Elfman has done for other movies. Yeah, but I actually really do like the this theme. Like I said, it really does have like a very like a kind of a very dark, mysterious is intense tone to it, and yeah, and I do like how it starts off kind of slow, and then yeah, then it starts to really get like more intense. Yeah, it really does kind of a fit with the tone of the movie. Like yeah, and I really do like the like how the it really does like have that mysterious tone, like dun 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 dun, dun. Yeah, and it really just like has like a very like it gets more intense like as it goes on. Yeah, and I just really do like this one a lot. Yeah, I like I said, I know that like the 2003 Hulk, it really like was not the most loved movie. Like it does get a lot of hate, but yeah, the theme song really is pretty good. But yeah, and I really don't really hear like this song really getting mentioned a lot when it comes to like some of the best superhero movie themes. Yeah, and I really do think that it is a really good theme. I mean, it is Danny Elfman, of course. Like Danny Elfman doesn't disappoint. Yeah, and yeah, and as you could probably guess, like we'll have some more Danny Elfman on this list later on. Yeah, but yeah, this is just like a really good theme song, and I just really do like how it really just is very. And it starts off real kind of like very like a soft and calm, and then as it progresses, it does get like more intense. Yeah, and like I said, it just really does seem to be like mixes of like some other like themes Danny Elfman has done for other films. Yeah, so yeah, so it is like a really good theme. All right, so number 9 is the Danny Elfman Hulk theme. All right, at number 8 is Tyler Bates' Guardians of the Galaxy theme. Yeah, so yeah, the Guardians of the Galaxy theme, like, just yeah, what can I say about this? I mean, yeah, I mean, it really just is like a really cool theme. It really just is just like really does have like really that like really like intense and like really like big sci-fi style music. Yeah, and it is really good. It really is kind of like just like has some resemblance of like some other like sci-fi movies. Like as I'm listening to this, I'm like hearing like music from like Star Wars and Star Trek, and yeah, just like other kinds of sci-fi movies like that. Yeah, so yeah, so it really just does really have like that like little sci-fi feel to it, which really does fit, given that it really is does kind of like feel like sci-fi, and it really even kind of is sci-fi. Yeah, so I just really don't know oh, how much I can really say about this, but yeah, that really just really does sum this theme up. It really is like a really good theme song, and it does have that sci-fi feeling to it. And yeah, I mean, it really is just like yeah, it really just really does have like that really big and intense like sci-fi feeling to it. Yeah, so yeah, like so I can't really say too much about it because that really does sum it up. So yeah, so listen to the theme in the playlist down there, and yeah, just listen to it for yourself. It is a really good theme song. So yeah, so number 8 is the Guardians of the Galaxy theme. So yeah, I'm starting off like kind of slow because yeah, admittedly like for the bottom 3 slots, like it was kind of a little difficult to actually like decide like which ones really would fit there. But yeah, but now I'm really getting to like the ones that I really do like more, and yeah, the ones that I really do think are like really good. But now we're getting to the ones that like I really was able to think of, and yeah, ones that really are like were easier for me to rank, and ones that I really do like know really well. All right, so now it's gonna really like this list is really gonna pick up. All right, anyway, yeah, like continuing, yeah. Now at number 7, you have Elliot Goldenthal's Batman theme from Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. Yeah, so once again, like I was saying with the 2003 Hulk, like despite the fact that those films like did not really were not really the best well received, especially Batman and Robin, it was terrible. Yeah, this is not about like the quality of the films. This is just for the theme song. Yeah, and I do admittedly really like the theme song from these two movies. Yeah, I mean they were like, of course, like when like these movies, this movie series was like a switch from like being in Tim Burton's hands over to Joel Schumacher. They of course like had like the different like they really did have like a different look and a different feel and everything, and yeah, and they did change the theme song, yeah, and it was admittedly pretty good. I actually really do like it. I really do like the like it. It has it of course is that dun 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 like that theme song. Yeah, and really and I actually really do like it. It really is like admittedly a really catchy theme song. So yeah, I do really like that theme song. So yeah, so despite the fact that like Batman and Robin in particular was like really bad, I have said before how I do like a Batman Forever. Yeah, they do have like a really good theme theme song, yeah, and even like the music in both movies in general is like pretty good too. Like I know I said that I'm not this wasn't like I wasn't going to include any other tracks in the movies, so yeah, so I'm not really going to talk about those, but yeah, like I said, but yeah, just those movies did have like pretty good music in general, yeah, but yeah, I really do like the theme. I do like how it is like well, it's not like really like a dark theme like the previous one was. Like it is still like a really good theme song. Like it really is like more of like a smoother kind of tone, I guess, to fit more with like how these films really did have like a more like a were like not as dark as the other two films, and they were like going for like a more child friendly uh tone. Yeah, I guess like this really was like to fit in with that. Yeah, but yeah, it is still like a really good theme, and I really do like it. Yeah, so I find it really hard to really like say that it doesn't deserve to be on the list. I do think that it is a pretty good theme song. I mean, it's not on par with the other the previous theme song, but yeah, it is still like a really good theme, and I really do think that it does deserve to be here. All right, so yeah, so number 7 is the Elliot Goldenthal Batman theme from Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. All right. Number 6 is James Horner's Amazing Spider-Man theme. So yeah, so like I've said, like I really am not a fan of the two Amazing Spider-Man films, but yeah, the theme song from the first film was pretty good. Of course, like as I was talking about before when I reviewed the Amazing Spider-Man films back in December, like for the second film they changed the like James Horner didn't return. It was just like Hans Zimmer and like some other people doing the music for that one. So yeah, so this is really just the theme for the first Amazing Spider-Man film. Yeah, and the theme is pretty good. I actually do like it. Like, I like how like when for the first half it really is just like kind of like a like really like sort of like calm and quiet, but then in the second in part half like it really does like a pick up and really is like a really does feel like more celebratory and just feels bigger. Yeah, yeah. So of course, like the memorable part of this theme song is of course like the piece like the dun 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 dun. Yeah, so that part like when it was like when the credits started rolling in the at the end of the first movie, like that piece like that's really like the most memorable piece of the theme. But yeah, it is like a really good theme, and yeah, yeah, and yeah, I really and I do like it. I do think that it is like a more memorable theme than the MCU Spider-Man theme because yeah, like I said just a little bit earlier, yeah, what yeah the MCU theme really only has like that one part in it that's really memorable, and the rest really isn't. But yeah, this one really does is like a lot more memorable than just like one piece. Yeah, but yeah, it is really good, and I guess it really does kind of like fit with the kind of like the like different tone that this series really did have. Like it was kind of like sort of like a kind of like a different style tone than the previous Spider-Man movies were. yeah, so I guess it really did sort of fit with the different tone that these movies did have. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, it is a pretty good theme, despite the fact that I don't like the movies. I do think that, like I was saying when I reviewed the film, like the music really is like one of the best parts of the films. So I just really don't know what else to say. But yeah, it is like a really good theme. So yeah, it'll be down in the playlist down there. So yeah, just listen to it and just hear for yourself. Yeah. All right. So number 6 is James Horner's Amazing Spider-Man theme. All right. And number 5 is Alan Silvestri's Avengers theme. So yeah, what can I say? Just yeah, this theme song like the Avengers films, it just feels like so huge. Like it really just does have like that real epic feel to it, and yeah, and it was just like always used like whenever there was like an epic scene in all the Avengers films, whether it was like when all the Avengers were like fighting like in the first film, or when Thor arrived in Wakanda in Infinity War, and of course like when they all assembled in Endgame. So yeah, what can I say? Just yeah, this theme song is just so great, and it just feels like just so huge. It really just does fit with like all the epic scenes in the Avengers films. Just I mean, what can we really say? Just yeah, just that music just feels so grand. Just dun 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 dun. Yeah, just yeah, it just like really just feels so epic, and just yeah, when I hear the theme and I'm watching those epic scenes, like it still gives me goosebumps to the day today. Yeah, it just is like such an awesome theme song. So yeah, just yeah, so really just that really just to sum it up, it really is just like so huge and awesome. All right. Yeah, so number 5 is Alan Silvestri's Avengers theme. All right. Number 4 is Hans Zimmer's Dark Knight theme. So, yeah, like I've been saying with like these other ones, this really just does fit with like the really like the darker tone that like the Christopher Nolan Batman films did have. And yeah, and this music is just like so awesome. Like it really just does really have that like real dark tone to it. The dun 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 dun, and hearing like those drums throughout the whole thing, like it really is just so awesome. Like this music was of course like used in the trailers for the Dark Knight as well as like the movies. And yeah, I mean yeah, so this music is just like a yeah, it's just so great, and it just really does fit with just like the dark tone that these films really did have. So I just don't know what to say, but yeah, it is just like such a great hate theme song, and yeah, and it really just does is an example of just like how awesome the Dark Knight is. Yeah, so yeah, so yeah, that really just sums this one up. So yeah, so number 4 is Hans Zimmer's Dark Knight theme. All right. And now in the top 3, now we have like the 3 big ones, the 3 that like I'm sure just about like everybody will think of, and yeah, and these are really like the 3 theme songs that really like I could see like anybody really just like putting any of these like the top, like these 3, like I could see like them like everybody just kind of like mixing them up, like kind of like having them in like all different positions, and just like having them mix for like which one they think is better. Because yeah, the top 3 are just like really probably like the best superhero movie themes ever. And yeah, and I can see like people just like switching them around and just like having these in like any of the top 3 spots. All right. So yeah, but anyway, yeah, continuing on. Yeah, number 3 is John Williams' Superman theme. Yeah, so what can I say? Like everybody knows this theme. Like this theme is just like so great. I mean, yeah, of course, like when people like hear like Superman, like this is like something that they will immediately think of. I mean, this is just like one of the greatest themes of all time, and it really is just another example of like how great John Williams is. Like John Williams just has so many great tracks. Like John Williams never does disappoint in all the films that he's done. Like it just is another example of why John Williams is the greatest composer of all time. And yeah, and the Superman theme, it is just like so memorable. Of course, everybody knows it. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, and yeah, and of course the dun, 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 dun. Yeah. So yeah, just everybody knows this theme, and yeah, and it really is like one of the greatest superhero themes of all time, and I can really like, yeah, I would totally see like why people would have would call this the greatest superhero theme. Yeah, it really is just so great. Of course, like it was used in the original Christopher Nolan Superman film. Then they even use it again for Superman Returns. Yeah, it just sucks that they didn't actually reuse this theme for like a Man of Steel or any of the DC Extended Universe films. So yeah, so it sucks that they're not using it anymore. But yeah, this is still like such a great theme song, and they even used it in the final scene of Smallville. So yeah, so it was great that they did use it in Smallville. Yeah, so this theme really is just a theme that really is just part of pop culture. Everyone knows, and yeah, and it really is just an iconic theme song. Yeah, so what can I really say? All right, so number three is John Williams Superman theme. All right, and number two is Danny Elfman's Batman theme. Yeah. So yeah, once again, like I would totally see like why people would have this as the greatest superhero theme because yeah, this is great too. Just yeah, this is also one that everyone knows. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, this is just like such a memorable theme song also, and yeah, and it really just seems like very different from John Williams Superman theme because like while John Williams Superman theme really is just like it really is just like feels like very big and just kind of celebratory and everything, just like showing like how Superman really is just like a very different kind of a hero than Batman is. Yeah, just seeing how like Superman really is just like the bright one that's always like in the city and just like people really do like, and Batman really is just like really like the dark gritty one. Yeah, and they really just have like two different tones. But yeah, I do think that this overall I do like the Danny Elfman Batman theme just a little bit more than the John Williams Superman theme. But yeah, this is just like such a great theme song. And once again, like if people really do think of like a Batman, they'll think immediately of this, along with like probably the Adam West Batman theme. Of course, like the Adam West theme is like something that really is a part of pop culture and something that people do like know of when they think of Batman. But yeah, when they think of the movies, this is probably the theme that people will like immediately think of. Like it's just like such a great theme, and yeah, and it really also like I've been saying before, it really does just like fit how the Tim Burton Batman films were just like really like did have like a darker tone to them than the lighter approach they took later on when Joel Schumacher took the films over. Yeah, and it really just really does have like that like edgy, dark, mysterious tone to it, like the movies did have. Yeah, but yeah, it is just like such an iconic theme, and yeah, and I really do love it. Like I've listened to it just like so many times, and it really is just like one of my favorite music tracks of all time, and I really just love it a lot. Like Danny Elfman is just yeah, like John Williams, he never does disappoint, and yeah, I really do think Danny Elfman is just like right behind John Williams as the greatest composer, but yeah, he definitely did like do better in like superhero themes. Like he does have more to his credit than John Williams does. But yeah, if John Williams did do more superhero themes, I think that he would be at the top. But yeah, as it stands, like Danny Elfman did do more superhero whole movies. So yeah, so he is like dominant here. But yeah, this is like such a great theme song, and yeah, and it just shows like how great Danny Elfman really is. Yeah, yeah. So what can I really say? Yeah. So yeah, so at number two is Danny Elfman's Batman theme. Yeah, and as great as this is, yeah, of course, like I just said, Danny Elfman he doesn't disappoint. And yeah, and with that being said, like Danny Elfman also does take the top spot because at number one on the list is Danny Elfman's Spider-Man theme from the Sam Raimi trilogy. Oh man, this is just yeah, like this is really just like my favorite superhero theme of all time, and yeah, and I know I'm not alone in saying that. A lot of other people have said so too. Yeah, and it's not hard to see why. This is just such a great theme song, and I just really do love it. Like this really just really does encapsulate like encapsulates Spider-Man. Like it just is so great, and yeah, if people really do think of like Spider-Man in movies, I really do think this is the theme that people will think of. Like this is just such a great theme. Yeah, just yeah, everybody knows this theme. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, it was just this is just such a phenomenal theme song, and I love it. Yeah, just yeah, they played it so much in the Sam Raimi trilogy. Of course, like it opened up each of the films, and it was used like throughout the films as well, not just in the opening. It was just used like in so many scenes throughout the films. Yeah, and it is just such a great theme, and yeah, and I just really do love this theme a lot. This theme just has like just so many great uh, parts in it. Like they're just like great eight pieces throughout this entire theme song. Yeah, and yeah, and even the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films did have like great music throughout them, just like I was saying with like the Batman films earlier. Yeah, yeah, and of course, like they did, like have the final swing at the end, the dun 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 dun, yeah, and other tracks like that, yeah. But of course, yeah, this is just like such a great theme song, and it really is just my favorite. And it was such a joy to hear them. They're like use this theme again in No Way Home with the dun 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 dun. Yeah, I just loved hearing this theme song again in No Way Home, along with the Amazing Spider-Man theme. They used that again in No Way Home too. But yeah, this was the theme that I really love to hear again. It really is just my favorite superhero theme of all time, and I really do think that it will stay that way. Just yeah, Danny Elfman was just like he did such a great job doing this, and yeah, and I really love this theme song a lot, and I've listened to it so many times, and I probably will still hear it many more times in the future. Like just this is the theme that will just it will never leave my ears. It is just like such a phenomenal theme song, and I really do think that it definitely deserves to be the number one on the list. So yeah, so at number one is the Danny Elfman Spider-Man theme. All right. So yeah, so there you guys go. Those are my top 10 superhero movie themes. Like I said, I'll have a playlist in the description of all the themes I did have on this list. So yeah, you can check out the playlist down there and listen to these themes if you want to. Yeah, and if there are any superhero themes that I didn't include on the list that you guys like comment on my channel. Tell me what some of your favorite superhero movie themes are if I didn't include them in this list. Yes, yeah. All right. So yeah, but yeah, those are my top 10 best superhero movie themes. So I hope you guys did enjoy this list. Yeah, and now that I've gotten this out of the way, yeah, now stay tuned through sometime this week. Sometime through this week, I will make retro reviews for both a old Bash at the Beach show and SummerSlam show in honor of SummerSlam being next weekend. So stay tuned for those coming up sometime this week. All right, but I hope you guys did enjoy this video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.